Good evening, welcome back to another video, Harmony Peace. I want to talk about the shadow. The shadow is very important. It's a part of us, it's a counterpart where we don't acknowledge it's been suppressed through jealousy, through abandoncy, neglect, and not being heard. And then it gets decompressed in the nervous system. And then when we get older, we engage with people, and what happens? We lash out, outburst, manipulate, and we can't really switch on, which doesn't really help us, to be honest. And I feel with that, it's something that I've managed to read a lot of books on the shadow, and it's very helpful because you'll start to be self-aware of what's going on yourself. It talks about the way how your body responds. It talks about the way how you are, how you conduct yourself, and how things come across, and how you engage with other people. It's a trait, and it's a trait that you have to respond to have better, healthy relationship with people that you care about. And for me, I've learned I did a lot of different tools that I will speak about shortly, which helped me to have a better understanding, a better connection, and to feel the emotions and to understand what's going on, not just to kind of, yeah, I know about it, and not to understand why I act that way, and to feel, to see where you can shift and change things, which is very important. I feel with the shadow work, there is a couple of things what come to mind which can sometimes trigger. It could be something someone says, it could be something to the point where you're reflecting the mirror, mirroring your own wounds, and you're projecting that to someone else, which is not really good, and to manipulate in the conversation. So the things what's helped me, I journal. I journal to the point where what things trigger me off, what things I don't understand about myself, what makes me feel that way. And also look at the things when I was younger, the people that I was around with as well, like mum and dad, and how was they to me, and how would I respond, which is very helpful. I saw a lot of things that I thought I didn't believe in, which gives me that clear understanding why as well. Mirror work is very good as well. When you mirror work, you can do in the morning, you can get up and look at yourself and say, I love you. I love every part of myself. I love every part of my soul and my body and my mind. And you can repeat that on every morning, every night, till you actually look and reflect in yourself as a person. Because we tend to look this way, tend to look that way, and we don't look in the mirror at all sometimes. Sometimes we get up and we have a quick, say, brush your teeth and you're out the door, but it's good to look. Breath work is good because it helps to regulate your nervous system, helps to regulate the mind, the soul, the body, and also to engage with your emotions, sit with your emotions, sit with your feelings, and anything what comes up to mind, you put it down on a piece of paper. Then having you say and you don't talk about it, and what happens? It suppresses and it goes down, and you clam up, you stop talking, and next you explode like a bottle of pop, and that's not good as well. That Reiki is very good as well for healing, to understand your emotions and to separate, which takes time to do and gives you that energy feel as well. But I have to say, with the shadow part, is something that is very interesting for me. I've learned a lot about it, done a lot of journaling, I've experienced a lot of things which does come into play with the shadow. Also, I feel what's important, what you could do is you can have a mantra. I haven't got it on me right now, but if you're going to go to Harmony and Peace, which will, few things will be there, and that will help to guide. And anything that you want to ask me about the shadow work, anything that you want to talk to me about the shadow, which is a part of us, as a part we have to acknowledge, as a part that we can unlearn certain things that we've managed to bring up to life in our adult form or adult life, which doesn't help in integrating with our friends or family and peers or anything like that, which I have to say is very good. The tools that I've suggested is good. It'll help, but you have to be consistent. You have to consistency, which will help you over a period of time. You're not going to see it straight away, because one thing I've noticed is like tools that I suggest and tools that I give to you, it takes time to implement. You can put the things on the table, you can speak about these things, but it takes time, repetition before it does kick in into the brain. And it's just a matter of being aware of things. It's about knowing now what to say, what to do. And the key things, like I said, the journaling, the prompting, the visualizations, and the one is what would be helpful as well. You know what? Like when I looked at the shadow stuff, and even to this day now, I've got like a booklet, what helps, and the massive modules, and I've finished the modules, to be honest. It's called Man Talk Shadow Work, but it's asking questions where you have to answer a past part yourself when you was younger. It could be from the age 10, 11, 12, and it'll talk about dad or talk about other bits and pieces. You know, what was it like being at home? What was it? How was your dad give you the love that you wanted? Or it could be, is there something that you want to say to your dad you didn't get a chance to do? So there's multiple questions which helps and tailors to that person as well. What I think is really good. One other thing I have to mention as well, any point that you do shadow work, and this is very important, and you start to feel triggered and you start to cry, that part of your brain shifted because you've acknowledged it. But if it's too much and if it's overwhelming, then it's about taking a breather, relax, pause, and then you go back in again. Because what you don't want is you carry on and you continue, and also you don't know what's going to happen at the end of it, but just take your time when you're doing it with the shadow work. It's very helpful, very, very beneficial as well. But again, I have to say, with doing the shadow work, it could take you a month, it could take you 2 months, it could take you 3 months, it could take you 4 months. But long as you know where you are and what you're doing, and that's all that matters, really, to be honest. But also another thing to add to this as well, I think this is very helpful. If you've got 3 close friends that you know, who know you, I don't mean know you like surface know you, to know you inside and out, because there could be something that you can't see, but they can see. But talk to them as well, which is very helpful, because they could tell you things, pointers, things that you need to acknowledge and get done as well. And that will help you to move forward in your life, and you'll have better relationship with people and better understanding with people as well. You can journal on a day-to-day basis. You can journal this to the point where you can start from Monday and then finish Sunday, and whatever comes to your mind, then you put it down on a piece of paper, or you put it in a book, or you speak to someone about it. But it's having to understand yourself, what works for you might not work for someone else. So like I said, I could journal, but the next person probably wants to talk about it. So you fit in what fits for you to help you to move forward in your own life, which is very important. Even with when it comes to the smallest things as well, is very important. What I mean by the smallest things, with the shadow work. You do little drip drapes and drops slowly. Drip, drape, drop. That was a joke. But no, honestly, it's something I say with the shadow work is you can read through the books, you can do the journaling, but also it's okay to talk and express how you feel. It's okay to talk about what's going on in your life, and it'll take time to unlearn things that you've been taught. It'll take time to process things which you never done before. It'll take time to know that the shadow is a part of you, but it can be to understand, to feel, to touch, and also to help you to separate what's going on with yourself and anything else around you. I love to journal all the time. Like I said earlier on, it clears your mind, clears what you want to do, clears what you want to say. And my favourite one is the breath work. The breath work is very important. Going for walks is very important, which is very helpful. But if you can journal, you can write things down, get them down on a piece of paper or a book, talk to a friend, read more books, have a better understanding, move, meaning you can learn one thing, but also you can actually learn something else and keep going that way. But I have to say for myself, all this shadow work, all this journaling to understand my shadow, I was proper nervous, I was proper scared because there was a part of me I didn't want to know, that other side to me. And there's a part of me I didn't really fully want to acknowledge what was going on. You know, we've been knowing that the stuff what I know, and then the shadow work as well. Because there's so many levels with the shadow work. I'm just touching the surface. And also it depends how deep you want to go with yourself and how deep you want to kind of understand how things work around with yourself from up here, from here. So it's just, you've got to fit in what's best for you to help you. But if you want to push it further, it can be pushed further. So see you later.